Hello guys, this is Ashley and I have another sped up makeup video for you guys. I'm doing some makeup for Seussical the Musical. I was a Who, so this will be some kind of crazy makeup. I kind of did what the director asked me to do, and then I showed her what I had done, and she gave me some pointers on what she wanted to see. So this isn't exactly my vision, but this is what our director envisioned. So this is the first time I've ever glued down my eyebrows ever. So first I started off with some Tarte makeup, like a primer. I did some stuff on my lips. Then I tried to go ahead and brush out my eyebrows and then put some glue, just an Elmer's glue stick that's washable. And then I went in with a quick concealer just to cover up a few little blemishes. And here I am again, trying to work with these eyebrows again. After that, I kind of looked at a tutorial that showed that you brush out your eyebrows, then do the glue stick, then do a powder, and layer it, and layer it, and layer it. And so, yeah. And then on top of that, I did some concealer, which looks really funny. And I just kept layering and piling that on. So as you're watching this video, oh, here's my Tarte foundation as well. So I did the concealer, a primer, a little bit of concealer, spot concealer, and then a foundation on top. And I keep going back to my eyebrows, but just keep in mind that with stage makeup, it really has to be heavy, but it doesn't have to be exact. So you will see a lot of like sloppy lines. You will see a lot of like my eyebrows showing through, maybe a few like things showing through. Here's some powder again on top of the eyebrows. But remember, this is for the stage. So when you're doing stage makeup, it really needs to be dark and contrasting because the lights are going to hit you and wash you out. So here I'm just going in with some contour, and so it's going to look dark, but that's the way it's supposed to be because you don't want to be washed out on stage. You want people to see your face and see your eyes and see your mouth. So yeah, here goes the contour. Contouring my nose because a Who has a really tiny nose. We tried to do a prosthetic nose, and the director didn't really listen to my suggestions on that, and the noses just kept peeling off. So everybody just kind of gave up on that. Now I'm going in with some really exaggerated brows. So the whole point of getting rid of my eyebrows was to give this huge exaggerated brow. So like I said, I followed my director's instructions on this of what she wanted to see. And then we tweaked it as we went along throughout the shows. I think this was the last or second to last show we did. So this is like the final. This is what I did every single night that we did this show. The director loved it. She said it looks super cute. But I may go back later and do another video of like how I probably would have perceived myself as a Who. So yeah, just keep in mind I had some creative freedom. But I also wanted to do what my director wanted because I wanted to make sure the show looked really good and we looked cohesive. So there we go. Giant, crazy eyebrows. And again, I'm going to keep touching up my original eyebrows because I can see them, but on stage, you can't see them. All you see is the giant arching eyebrows in all the pictures and videos. For my director's vision, we also wanted like some really rosy cheeks, a really pink nose, and so I went in with kind of, this is actually a, I think it's a NYX eyeshadow. So eyeshadows that are usually creamy are really good to use for like blush. That way they stand out and they stay a lot longer than like a powder brush. So that's what I'm doing there, making myself look really rosy. So yeah, I look like a clown, but trust me, when you're on stage, you want it to be bright. So then I went back over that. Anytime I did anything with cream, I went back over it with another powder. So that was just a blush powder to set it. Here is my Morphe palette. That I'm using for my eyes. The eyes, I just wanted to make sure you could see the shape of my eye. Because again, if you're on stage, it's kind of like it only needs to look good from like 10 feet away, but you don't need to be washed out. So I just went in with like a basic contour around my eye, did a regular base, and I darkened in the inner corner. There it goes. And then I left my regular eyelid in the corners very white, and then the under my eyebrow was very white. That was just to make sure that people knew that I actually had eyes from off stage. It wasn't just eyebrows. So there I am there blending and getting that all looking good, and then I just patted in some white to make it look different. So this is also like the whole point is to look like a Who. So they have small pointy noses, they have very like sharp eyebrows, and they have very small eyes. So the whole point was to make it look like that without actually having prosthetics. So I tried to make my eyes look small but also sharp. Also, when you're on stage, you definitely want to have some eyeliner. You want to darken that up so your eyes don't get washed out. People still see your eyes. So that is what I'm doing here. Getting that nice and dark so you can see my eyes from off stage. And then, of course, the Who's, they, for some reason, have crazy eyelashes, and I cannot do, like, glue-on eyelashes for the life of me. So I just went in and painted with, oh Lord, this is where it starts going bad. But anyways, so I just went in and painted on with a felt, like, eyeliner, my fake eyelashes. Now people won't see this as much from far away, so like I said, even though this looks that left side right there looks really crazy, but it doesn't really matter. Like I said, you need to be seen, you know, from 10 feet away, so they're not gonna see that it looks all crazy. They're just gonna look and see, oh, she has some pretty eyelashes. And then I definitely always put in like a white liner at the bottom just to make my eyes stand out a little bit more. That's a cosplay trick that I've used. And then I started doing a lot of contour. So contour is very important for theater, so you can stand out, you can see your, you know, your contour there, you're not just a blob on stage. Again, like I said, I don't do false lashes, so I curled mine to make them stand out. After everything is pretty much done, I went in with a misting setter there. It just sets my makeup, and then some eyeliner. I've already done that. Mascara on the top and the bottom, again, to make the eyes stand out for when you're on stage. So there's that. I did a lip pencil to line my lips, and then some lipstick on top. That's Colleen Ballinger's lipstick. If you haven't seen, she sold that a while ago from Miranda Says. And here I am obsessing again over my eyebrows, and I slowed this one down just so you can kind of see, like, my process. I was very picky about the eyebrows, but again, people won't see that from far away. All they see is the crazy arched eyebrows that I have. So that is the final makeup look. Hopefully that looks kind of like a Who. Here's me just being crazy. But people are going to be entertained more about, like, you're actually singing and dancing. So this just completes the overall look of looking like a Who. And then, of course, I put in some pipe cleaners in my hair because we didn't have wigs and I had to wear hats a lot, so I wanted to make my hair look funky. So there's the pipe cleaner. Just kind of shoved it in my ponytail and then just arched it up and made it look kind of funky weird because I wore a hat basically the entire time. So all that mattered was the bottom part. So that's how my hair looked every time. Thank you guys. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like more makeup. Bye!